Hi everyone, welcome to the Fruit Salad Favorites Lab Instructions video. This video will help you understand everything that you need to know in order to complete your Fruit Salad Favorites lab report. Before you begin, make sure that you turn to pages 88 and 89 in your textbook and read through the entire lab so that you understand what you're supposed to do. Then be sure to take a look at the rubric, which explains everything that you will need to know as to how you'll be graded on this assignment. The link can be found directly within your lesson. Here's a closer look at how you'll be graded. Each part of your lab report is worth a certain number of points. In order to receive a high grade, you need to make sure that you complete each and every part listed. Now you're ready to start your experiment. The first thing you need to do is to gather up all the materials that you're going to use in order to complete this experiment. Now that you have all the materials you're going to need, it's time to read through the experiment so that you understand how you're supposed to do it. The first part is the introduction, and after that it tells you to form a hypothesis. You should always form a hypothesis before you start doing any other parts of the experiment. A good thing to remember is that your hypothesis should never include the words "I think." You need to be positive and straightforward in your hypothesis and say exactly what's going to happen. So a good way to do it is to say, "In this experiment," and then you kind of fill in the blanks and tell me what will happen or what will be the result. Make sure that you write down your hypothesis before you go any farther so that you don't forget what you thought at this point. Now that you've made your hypothesis, you're ready to begin your experiment. You need to create a lemon water mixture. So what I did is I measured 2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of already prepared lemon juice. I didn't have any lemons in the house, so I used the bottled kind. I mixed them together to form my lemon water mixture. Then I took my apple and I sliced it into halves. I took each half and chopped it into smaller pieces and put half of the apple into the lemon water mixture and half of the apple into a bowl with nothing inside of it. I decided not to use the banana even though I had it in my materials because it wouldn't fit in the bowl. Then I recorded the time after I placed the apples in the lemon water mixture. Then I let the experiment go for about 35 minutes until I got some results. What did I find out? Well, I guess you'll have to do the experiment yourself to find out. Once you do your experiment for yourself and get some results, you're going to need to type your lab report. I've created a lab report template and you can find it in my message board. All of your lab reports must be typed using either Microsoft Word or OpenOffice Writer. Please do not use WordPad or Notebook. They do not have any formatting and make it very difficult for your teachers to read. I will not grade a text file. It must be in Microsoft Word or OpenOffice Writer. You may have noticed on the lab template that there's a section called Conclude and Apply and Cookbook page. These are also listed on your rubric. They must be included in your lab report. The Conclude and Apply questions just require that you write a complete sentence which answers each one of the 3 questions on the page. The Cookbook page, mainly what you need to do is just choose a recipe that includes the kind of fruit that is listed in your experiment and give a tip to the person of how to keep their fruit from turning brown. You'll have found out by completing your experiment. Once you finish typing your lab report, you'll need to save it as your last name first name fruit salad. This tells me whose report it is and what the title is. Save it to your computer and then open the lesson titled Fruit Salad Favorites and go to the last page of the lesson. Here you'll find the Dropbox. If you click on the link under the Dropbox where it says Complete and Submit the Fruit Salad Favorites Assessment, it'll open up a new window. In that window is a blank box and the word Browse. Click on the word Browse, find the file that you saved on your computer, and click on it. Click the word Open, and it'll place that file into the Dropbox. Once you hit Submit, it will be sent to me so that I can grade it. I'm asking that you please do not put this in the mail and send it to me. always use the drop box at the end of your lesson to turn in your assignments. This brings us to the end of our Fruit Salad Favorites instructional video. I hope that you found this information helpful, but if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. My phone number is listed on the screen, and you can always email me anytime. Thank you very much and have a great day.